Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. So I decided to go ahead and do another spread I found. That's my phone, my other phone. Um. Anyway, I had believe it or not, a blast doing the spread I did the other night, and it made me reminisce about when I had a whole series of spreads going on my channel. And I decided I might pick that back up again and with different spreads. So this one is 8 cards, and it is How Psychic Are You? It was on Pinterest. I found a lot of mine on Pinterest because there's thousands of them, literally. But this is an 8 card spread. I am using my Roots and Wings Oracle deck as a overall card, and I already drew it. I did meditate and do pull all the cards ahead of time, so we don't have to worry about me drawing all the cards. So I can just get right into it. I am using my Wandering Star Tarot. This is a booklet published by Hay House. This is what the box looks like. Hay House. 2-part box. Beautiful. You could. I got my copy at Barnes & Noble in store. You could get yours wherever. It's like $22 for this deck. Super cheap. Cardstock is amazing. I thought it was appropriate because it looks like a third eye on the back for this spread. This is the closest spread I found to something I'm looking for when it comes to a tarot spread for psychic abilities. So I thought I would give it a shot and see what it says. First off, I drew from my mini Roots and Wings direction. And I thought this appropriate because most of my ability started with my dreams. And a lot of my dreams has this image in it. And then when I first started meditating, a lot of the meditations had this image in it. I was walking and it would be like a black and white. The first time ever, and the only time I ever dream in black and white. Not even dream in black and white. I meditated in black and white in this. But it's the only place I go, and I feel like it's a special place. It's this beach, like a lake, like a rock beach by a lake. And this is this image is literally in the corner before I ever saw this deck. The rocks, not the birds, is piled up in the corner of the beach where I'm walking on. So I find that very significant that is the direction the overall spread is going. So I find that interesting. So before I continue to babble, let me get a drink. Let's get into how psychic am I? So for question 1, what are the blocks to my psychic abilities? We have the 8 of Wands. And I can tell you right now, it's calling me out. Keywords on here: good news, travel, good news, travel. But I see movement in the 8 of Wands. Always movement. And my lack thereof is what's calling me out here. There's no movement. So how can what are my blocks? What are the blocks to my psychic abilities? There's no movement. I'm not practicing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not moving forward with it. So, yeah, just feel like I just got called out a little bit on card 1. So this is going to be fun. So for question 2, what changes must I make to improve my psychic abilities? What changes must I make to improve my psychic abilities? And I got the Queen of Cups. Keywords are intuition, compassion, creativity. Intuition, compassion, creativity. Yeah, this deck is totally calling me out because I'm not being intuitive or creative lately. Just kind of moving along, coasting. And I've noticed here lately I have less compassion for others. So I find that very interesting that this is the changes that need to be made because it's right. I need to move forward or move at all with this Eight of Wands into this creative, break into my creativity, my intuition. And I think when I do that and I let go and I be the Queen of Cups, the compassion will come. I know it will. So that is super fascinating. Card 3, where do my psychic abilities or where do my psychic talents lie? And we got the Six of Swords. Wow. Explore, discovery, moving on. And I was thinking moving on. My ability to move out of a situation without any emotional attachment. Like the Swords is all about the mind. So mentally I can move on from something without being emotionally attached to it, if that makes any sense at all. So, yeah, that's true. Where do my psychic talents lie? And yeah, that makes sense because I've had many psychic episodes, we'll call them, where I had spirit come visit me, and only twice I became emotional about it. My ability to separate head and heart here is what makes me a good medium, I think, because I can detach from whoever it is emotionally. And I know this is saying that I need to get in touch with my emotions here, move forward, do something. But here it's more of the head situation, my ability to see what others don't. And I love that the boat here has it like a third eye going on. Interesting. So for card 4, we got, how will my psychic abilities manifest? How will my psychic abilities manifest? And I got the Justice card. And it says balance, equality, balance, equality. It's the same message over and over and over. Where do my psychic abilities lie? When I'm balanced, they open. And I see again the third eye here on her stomach. So to me, I've seen, 2 cards now here with the third eye on them, kind of. And that makes me think it's a clairvoyance thing. Interesting. So card 5, do I have enough faith in myself? Do I have enough faith in myself? Wow. I got the 3 of Pentacles, which it says enterprise, success, talent, teaching. I can't even tell you how many times I've gotten this teacher vibe like crazy lately. I do see the 3 of Pentacles as a teamwork, working together. And I laughed because when it says, this is card 5, 6, 7, 5. Do I have enough faith in myself? I always feel like I need backup, if that makes sense. When I'm doing my psychic work or my mediumistic work or reading tarot at all, I feel like I need backup. And it started very early on when I would meditate prior to clear the energy. I realized I'm a writer, so words mean things. If you put enough emphasis in a word, it means something. So when I started learning to ground myself, all I have to do now at this point is say grounding or grounded, and I will literally feel myself grounding to the earth. When I go to protect myself, and all I have to do now is say the word protection, because I know it means something to me when I'm in that moment. Protection, and I can feel the bubble snap around me of protection. Same with my guides and my angels and God, and I ask them to come in and work with me on whatever I'm doing, the spread, to help understand it, anything. And I feel like that's the trifecta here. It's the three, the spirit, the mind, the God, the self. So I found that very, very interesting. And again, there's more eyes on the top. Interesting. So I always feel like I'm working as a team. And so, yes, I have faith in myself as long as my team is with me. 6, how will I use my psychic abilities in the future? Strength, and that's my card of the year. This is crazy. Courage, strength, and control. How will I use my psychic abilities in the future? I find that interesting because control is what stood out here to me. It goes back to the 6 of Swords. I have this mindful control over what's happening or what's being done in the moment. When I do the meditation beforehand, I have that control of separating head and heart and being, whatever's happening in that moment. I don't know if I'm coming across right, but that's what I feel. As I have this unique ability to separate the two, the emotional and the mind. And that's what I'm feeling here. How will I use my psychic abilities in the future? I have control of the situation. 7, what can I expect to benefit from my psychic abilities? 3 of Cups, friendships. Wow. It says friends, joy, abundance. Wow. That's kind of straightforward there. What can I expect from the abilities I have once I sink into them and not be afraid to use them and be my authentic self? That's where I feel that's coming in. Is it will bring me joy and abundance and friendships because I'm being my true authentic self. Interesting. So card 8 says final outcome. This is an extra card in the deck. It's the creator card. It says no. But I don't see it as that. I see her almost like a queen of swords, kind of. And she, again, has the third eye up here. So that's 4 cards on this 8-card spread that had the eye on that. For, to me, claircognizance, the third eye. And she's holding a cat. And that's my favorite land animal is a cat. Give me a good cheetah, leopard, and he looks kind of like a leopard, kitty, a tiger, and I'm all yours. What's the final outcome here? The no throws me off because I don't get that sense here. I get more of a she's coming into her own, and look, her earrings are the sun and moon, or the moon and stars. And I just heard ability to walk at night in the light. So that's interesting because I've always been infatuated with the moon. So I find that very fascinating that this is the card that came up because it is dark outside, it looks like, in the background. Interesting. So I'm just going to read what that card says because that was the only one in here that I'm just like, what? See if I can find it, if it's even in this book. Let's see if I can find it in the introduction. It doesn't show it. It gives you nothing on the card. That's interesting. That to me speaks again of that's the final outcome. It's almost like the moment Doc Brown in the last Back to the Future showed the paper. They showed Michael J. Fox showed the paper where it said, "Well, it said get fired. You're fired," and now it's blank. He's like, "Because your future is not written." So I find that interesting. That's what's coming to mind here, because there's nothing on this card in this book. So that's interesting. So yeah, that is my spread. I do want to read something keeps bringing me back to justice. So the justice card, that's card 4. How will my psychic abilities manifest? So let's pull up justice and just read it real quick. And that is the only, other than the creator card here, that's an additional card in the deck. The only major balancing equality. Ah, sweet justice. Imbalances are suddenly made steady, and even errors of the past are made right, and all is now well with the world. If you have remained honest and true, your integrity will be rewarded in time. If there's been chaos and injustice, order will soon be restored. The justice card may indicate that you will find favorable results in a legal dispute, or a promotion that has eluded you will finally be granted. Ruled by balanced Libra, justice is a card of karmic resolutions and receiving what is fair and deserved. It may also be a reminder to check with your inner judge. Have you ever been overly critical of yourself and others? Perhaps it's time to gently tip the scales back toward kindness and a gentle heart. And maybe that is the message here, because it was saying that more in here in these two cards, that be more open. And then there's a quote by Anne Frank at the bottom. How lovely to think that no one need wait a moment. We can start now. And start now. Start slowly changing the world. How lovely that everyone, great and small, can make their contribution toward introducing justice straight away. That is beautiful. So, and that was how will my psychic abilities manifest. And maybe that is just that simple, that I will be bringing justice to those that have passed. That's interesting. So that is my How Psychic Am I spread. If you guys want to do it, let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And y'all have a good night. Bye.